Making music in a new way that's fun and easy. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us from Artiphon is Adam McHeffey, the Chief Product and Marketing Officer. Hi, Adam.
Hello, it's good to be with you. Really excited to be on the show.
Great to see you. And you're doing some really innovative, fun things with music creation. So give us a little background, first of all, about the company.
Sure. Well, the company really came into the world and the market in 2015. We had launched our first product on Kickstarter, and it was a big success. The first product was Instrument One. And Instrument One, the idea here was that we could design a piece of hardware, an actual physical musical instrument that could be played in more than one way. So it has a bridge on it for strumming. You could also bow it like a violin. You could tap it like drums or a piano, and even hold this thing in multiple positions. If you have any listeners who aren't watching the video and just imagining in their head, it almost looks like the neck of a guitar with a rubber. It's actually an elastomer polymer playing surface here that feels really smooth on your fingertips. And this is really what we came out into the world with and said this is Artiphon's big idea, that one instrument can be played multiple ways, sound any way you want it. This was popular, especially in certain niche communities, but it wasn't until we released Orba, which is this handheld instrument, that really we became a much more well-known company. And basically, we knew that this idea of a multi-instrument, being able to access all sorts of different sounds on the fly, super portable, we knew that that was a compelling idea. But Instrument One was a $400 product. It took a little bit of configuration and setup to get playing. And so what we did is we took everything we had learned and we put it all into just one handheld circular little instrument here. And it is just so much fun to play. And everybody who works at Artiphon, we just leave these on our desks all day long. And you can tell when somebody is getting bored on a Zoom call because they'll have their microphone on mute and they'll just start tapping away. So this is Orba. And then just last year, we introduced Chorda. And Chorda is, in a way, a combination of the two products. It is a little bit longer and it allowed for strumming, which is quite fun. So here I am strumming kind of a nylon guitar. And it borrows a lot of the design language from both of those products. That's what we make. The why, I think, is almost just as interesting, which is we know that 80% of Americans want to play music, only 8% of them do. If for too long we've been keeping our guitars in the closet because they're hard to play and we're unable to commit to lessons or whatever it is, it doesn't matter your age, playing music has always been hard. And a lot of people, I'm thinking about family members and friends, they say, oh, I'm not a musician, I can't play, I'm not musical at all. But the truth is, most of us are. We all like to sing in the shower. We all have a sense of rhythm, some better than others, but we all have this ability to be musical creative. And we believe at Artiphon that with the right technology, we can empower anybody to play music.
Just terrific, a great story. And the people behind it, I mean, tell me about the motivation there. It was the background in music and tech, or both?
The company was founded by Dr. Mike Butera, who is a PhD in sound studies. And the company was founded in Nashville, Tennessee. And if you can think back to 2013, 2014, 2015, Nashville, Tennessee, it was actually this wonderful little budding technology scene. Everybody knows it as Music City. But there was also this tech world. And it was around the same time that everybody started playing GarageBand on their iPhones. GarageBand is an app that lets you play piano and drums and guitar on the screen of your phone. And the realization that Mike had at the time, that we still play into, is that sounds are free and there's so many great sounds out there that anybody can play. And you're going to be able to do all of this stuff on your iPad or your iPhone, then the next question becomes, how will people want to interact? Music is too important just to tap around on your phone screen. So we need hardware, actual interfaces to meet people where they're at. And that started this decade-long journey of creating these instruments.
So has the Orba also evolved a little bit? Is there a second generation now?
Yeah, what I was just playing is Orba 2. And the big difference between Orba 2 and Orba 1 is the sounds. Orba 2 has the ability to play real audio samples, acoustic instruments, violins, and guitars. The original Orba had a much more limited synthesizer electronic palette. But now you can even hear that Seinfeldy slap bass in there. And the great thing about it is you can actually even upload your own sounds to this. You can connect this to the Artiphon app, and you can record your voice or your roommate singing or anything else you have and turn that into an instrument as well. But otherwise, they're the same, very similar industrial design, and this continues to be a pretty popular product, so we didn't change too much about it.
Just terrific. And the Chorda, as you said, is newer. And are they designed for the same kind of customer, or what are you
We
shooting for?
we see people taking their music a little bit further with Chorda. It costs a little bit more money. Orba 2 retails for $149. Chorda retails for $249. And the key difference is that it's bigger and it does more. And so we're finding that people who maybe have a little bit more experience with music production on their computers, they're finding their voice with Chorda even more easily. Just one example is Chorda has a built-in arpeggiator. And anybody can do what I just did, lay their fingers down. But when you put this in the hands of somebody creating a horror movie soundtrack or somebody who's hopping on stage each night of tour, and they just need a little bit more control, a few more options, Chord is the better instrument for them.
And the outputs from these, I guess, musicians can use them on stage with the right.
Yeah, absolutely. We really designed these to be just the sort of thing you can just turn on and play. So all of our products have a built-in speaker. They all have a battery. Everything I'm playing for you right now is literally just coming from the instrument itself. So you don't need to connect anything to it. And we designed it that way. Yes, so musicians could play them on stage easily, but we're actually interested in your living room. We want these to be the sort of instruments that you just leave on the coffee table right next to a book. And maybe at night, instead of scrolling Netflix, you pick this up and you have a little musical moment. And those 5 minutes of creativity, the cognitive benefits of playing a little bit of music each day are well documented. And we think that that can be a really positive change for people. So yes, they have, to answer the question more technically, we have a headphone out, USB-C, with which you can use to charge the battery and also connect to apps or hardware synthesizers. But again, the magic of these instruments is that you turn them on as soon as you open the box and you get music right away without connecting anything else.
Just terrific. And I'm sure you get some interesting stories from customers, from users,
We do.
maybe videos too. People can find them online.
We have a crazy community of people. They really just are, as diverse as you could possibly imagine. In fact, we put all these videos on our website. If you go to artiphon.com and scroll down not too far, you'll see a whole library. And there are thousands of videos of people playing these instruments. Some of it's on stage, like you mentioned. Most of it is just people hanging out, playing these things, sharing them around. We had one artist creator who had 5 Orbas and had his friends all play a song together. That was a video that we saw just last week, and it was spectacular to see.
Just terrific. So the website is artiphon.com.
That's exactly right.
And people can find the videos and get more information about purchasing. Go over the pricing again for us and availability.
Yep. So Orba 2 is in stock and available at artiphon.com, Amazon, Guitar Center, Sweetwater, several other retailers and distributors all around the world. And this is $149. Chorda is available in all of the same places, and it retails for $249.
Well, congratulations on all the innovations there, and I'm sure there's more to come. Adam McHeffey, thank you so much for spending time with us.
You're very welcome. Pleasure to be here.